Chicago. A city built on steel, sweat, and guys who asked very uncomfortable questions. Back in the day, if somebody owed money, skipped out on a debt, or suddenly forgot how to speak English when the boss asked a question, well, let's just say the Chicago outfit had a system. Now you can bring a little of that legendary problem-solving power into your own home. Introducing the Chicago Outfit Truth Extraction Kit. That's right. For the low price of 3 easy payments of $19.29, because around here we respect tradition, you'll receive everything you need to turn any awkward conversation into a full confession. Inside every kit you'll find the Cicero conversation chair. Comfortable, sturdy, and positioned directly under the bright light of truth. The deluxe rubber hose. Perfect for encouraging honesty at family poker games. And of course, the Chicago Outfit Ledger Notebook. Because when somebody says they'll pay you tomorrow, you write that down. But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll include the emergency alibi generator. Just spin the wheel and instantly receive a classic Chicago excuse like, I was at church. I was with my cousin Tony. I never even heard of that guy. Or the all-time favorite. What murder? Thousands of satisfied customers are already talking. Mostly because the kit works. So the next time someone tells you, I swear, I don't know nothing, just smile, lean in close. And remember what Chicago taught us all. Everybody talks eventually. The Chicago Outfit Truth Extraction Kit. Available now. Exclusively from Pizzaverse Studios and Palermo Productions. Because sometimes you gotta solve problems. Chicago style.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Tony Accardo, the quiet boss of the Chicago Outfit, a Pizzaverse Studios documentary, a Palermo Productions original, written by Bambi Palermo, narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Chicago. For more than a century, the city has been a battleground for power, politics, money, and organized crime. Most people remember the loud gangsters, the men whose names filled newspapers. Al Capone, Machine Gun Jack McGurn, Sam Giancana. But the most powerful mob boss Chicago ever produced was not loud. He didn't chase headlines. He didn't give interviews. He rarely appeared in photographs. Yet for more than 40 years, he controlled one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the United States. His name was Tony Accardo, known in the underworld as Big Tuna. And he would become the quiet architect behind the Chicago Outfit's transformation from a violent street gang into a national criminal empire. The making of Tony Accardo. Tony Accardo was born April 28, 1906, in Chicago. His parents were Italian immigrants from Sicily. Like many children growing up in early 20th century Chicago, Accardo was raised in a working-class neighborhood filled with poverty and opportunity in equal measure. But Accardo's ambitions didn't lie in factories or offices. As a teenager, he gravitated towards street gangs operating on the city's south side. It was during this time that he came to the attention of one of the most powerful crime figures of the era, Al Capone. Capone's organization was rapidly expanding during Prohibition. They needed young men who were loyal, fearless, and willing to do whatever was necessary. Accardo proved to be exactly that. The Capone years. During the 1920s, Chicago was exploding with illegal wealth from bootlegging. Capone's organization controlled massive alcohol distribution networks throughout the city. Accardo became one of Capone's trusted enforcers. His nickname, Big Tuna, reportedly came from an early arrest when he was caught with illegal alcohol hidden inside a crate of tuna fish. But the nickname stuck. And so did his reputation. Accardo quickly gained a reputation as a capable and disciplined enforcer. Unlike many gangsters of the era, he was not reckless. He was careful, calculated, and loyal. Traits that would serve him well when the outfit's leadership began to change. The rise after Capone. In 1931, Al Capone was sent to prison for tax evasion. With Capone removed, the Chicago outfit underwent a major shift in leadership. Power moved into the hands of two men, Frank Nitti and Paul Ricca. These men transformed the outfit into a far more disciplined organization. Instead of flashy violence, they focused on business. And one of the rising stars within this new leadership structure was Tony Accardo. Over time, Accardo became Ricca's most trusted lieutenant. He was respected for his calm demeanor and strategic thinking. While other gangsters fought for attention, Accardo stayed quiet, watching, learning, building connections, becoming the quiet boss. By the 1940s, Tony Accardo had effectively become the operational leader of the Chicago outfit. While Paul Ricca still held influence, Accardo managed much of the organization's day-to-day operations. But unlike the mob bosses of New York, Accardo avoided the spotlight. He rarely attended large public gatherings. He kept his personal life extremely private, and he avoided unnecessary violence. Instead, Accardo focused on expanding the outfit's business interests. Under his leadership, the organization grew far beyond Chicago. The Las Vegas connection. One of the most profitable expansions under Accardo's leadership came in Las Vegas. During the 1940s and 1950s, the Chicago outfit invested heavily in the development of casinos in Nevada. Using hidden ownership structures and financial partnerships, the outfit quietly controlled significant portions of casino operations. Money flowed through Las Vegas hotels, gambling tables, and entertainment venues. And much of that money made its way back to Chicago. This expansion turned the outfit into a national criminal enterprise. And Tony Accardo was the man overseeing it all, avoiding the law. One of the most remarkable aspects of Accardo's career was how successfully he avoided prosecution. Despite decades of investigations by the FBI and local authorities, Accardo was rarely convicted of serious crimes. He was extremely cautious. He avoided discussing illegal activities directly. He rarely handled money personally. And he surrounded himself with loyal associates who protected the organization's leadership. Federal investigators knew he was powerful. But proving it in court was another matter entirely. The outfit's power structure. Under Accardo's leadership, the Chicago outfit developed a sophisticated hierarchy. There were captains controlling crews, associates managing rackets, and front businesses laundering money through legitimate industries. The outfit controlled illegal gambling operations, loan sharking networks, labor union influence, construction rackets, entertainment industry investments, and casino operations in Las Vegas. By the 1960s, the organization had become one of the most powerful criminal networks in America. And at the center of it all was the quiet man known as Big Tuna.
Hey, you tired of your crew showing up late to the sit-down? Your capos arguing over who gets the last cannoli? Your espresso machine going missing more than your accountant? Then come on down to Tony's Trattoria and Conflict Resolution Center, where we settle beefs and serve it medium rare. Here we don't whack nobody, we feed them till they confess. Get the Omerta combo, a slice, a soda, and one guilt trip from your Aunt Maria, all for $9.99. You got problems? We got solutions. Missing espresso machine? Boom. Found it. Snitching your crew? Boom. Retired him with a coupon to Olive Garden. Want to move some product? We don't ask what. We just charge storage. Nicky the Nose. Hey Vin, you taking coupons? Yeah, if it's cash. Order today and I'll personally threaten you in the parking lot free of charge. That's right. We're family owned, family run, and family argued. Tony's Trattoria, where loyalty's on the menu and betrayal's extra. So come on down, tell them Vinny sent you, and maybe, just maybe, we'll forget about that thing you said in '09. Tony's Trattoria, home of the sit-down special. Open late, cash only, no witnesses. Tony's Trattoria is not responsible for broken noses, missing espresso machines, or unpaid debts. Offer void if you snitch.
The later years. Tony Accardo eventually stepped back from day-to-day leadership in the 1970s. But he remained an influential figure inside the Chicago outfit. Younger bosses still sought his guidance. His experience and reputation made him one of the most respected figures in organized crime. Unlike many mob leaders, Accardo never died in prison. He never became a government informant. And he never lost control of his organization. He passed away peacefully in 1992 at the age of 86. After more than 6 decades connected to organized crime, Tony Accardo's legacy remains one of the most fascinating stories in the history of organized crime. He was not the loudest gangster. He was not the most violent, but he was arguably the most effective. By staying quiet, by avoiding attention, and by focusing on business rather than spectacle, Accardo turned the Chicago outfit into one of the most enduring criminal organizations in American history. A boss who ruled from the shadows, and a man whose influence shaped organized crime for generations. The story of Tony Accardo reminds us that the most powerful figures in history are not always the ones standing in the spotlight. Sometimes the real power lies behind the scenes, in quiet meetings, in whispered conversations, and in decisions that shape events without ever appearing on the front page. Thank you for watching this Pizzaverse Studios documentary. If you enjoy deep dives into organized crime history, make sure to subscribe and follow for more long-form mob documentaries and true crime investigations. Credits. Pizzaverse Studios, a Palermo Productions documentary, written by Bambi Palermo, narrated by Vincent Di Prio, executive production, Pizzaverse Studios. Special thanks, the Pizzaverse community.
Tom Sheehy, the luck of the outlaw. In a world full of smooth talkers and rough endings, there's one man who don't need luck, he manufactures it. Meet Tom Sheehy, half charm, half chaos, and 100% trouble in a three-piece suit. They say every Irishman's got a guardian angel. Tom's quit in '93 and filed for hazard pay. Introducing Sheehy's Luck, the Irish whiskey with a mobster's soul. Aged 12 years in barrels, blessed once by a priest, cursed twice by the feds. Tastes like redemption with a hint of fire and felony. Tom's dealing cards in a smoky back room. Tom smirking at a detective through one-way glass. This ain't a drink, it's an attitude problem in a bottle. Smooth enough for confession, strong enough to forget what you confessed. They say luck runs out, I say pour another. He ain't the hero, he ain't the villain. He's that beautiful disaster that makes both nervous. Sheehy's Luck, a Pizzaverse spirit. Tom Sheehy, proof that a little whiskey and a bad idea can still build an empire. Tom Sheehy, the luck of the outlaw. Aged in chaos, served with charm.
For decades, the American mafia ruled the streets. Names like Capone, Accardo, and Giancana became legends. But by the late 20th century, many believed the mafia had disappeared. The FBI cracked down. Bosses went to prison. Families collapsed under investigations and informants. Hollywood declared the mob finished. But the truth is far more complicated. Because organized crime doesn't disappear. It evolves. Today, the mob doesn't always meet in smoky back rooms. The rackets don't always happen in alleyways or casinos. In the 21st century, organized crime has moved into the digital world. Illegal gambling websites, international money laundering networks, cyber fraud operations, construction rackets and union manipulation. And behind many of these operations, federal investigators say the mafia still exists. Just quieter, more careful, more hidden. Across the United States, law enforcement continues to uncover mob operations connected to the old families. New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, New Jersey, and across the internet, a new generation of criminal enterprises tied to old organized crime networks. Through modern investigations, federal indictments, and interviews with investigators who have spent decades fighting organized crime, this documentary explores the question many people still ask. Did the mafia really disappear? Or did it simply adapt to survive? Because sometimes, the most dangerous criminal organizations are the ones you don't notice. The mafia today. Is the mob still active? A Pizzaverse Studios documentary. A Palermo Productions original. Written by Bambi Palermo. Coming soon.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laugh some weird people sitting next to you. You think how did I get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know.